From the 30+ years that this town has been abandoned, it's just shocking. Currently meeting up for our meetup spots with our group. We got to leave at 8 a.m. sharp. So we arrived here at 7:30, just enough time to spare to check all of our documents to get onto the bus to Chernobyl. Ready for this?
I don't know.
Pick the very first spot.
I'm scared. So we've now stopped off for a quick break here at the supermarket Novus. It's the best place to go if you guys need some quick snacks or drinks. But our tour guide has recommended us to get 2 1.5 liter of water because we're going to be doing a lot of walking today actually. And we're about to hop back on the van. It's going to be an 1.5 hour ride into Chernobyl. Okay guys, so we've arrived at Chernobyl, actually at the very front gate where the military checkpoint is. So today we're going to be taking a tour with Go to Chernobyl. If you plan on going to Chernobyl and visiting, you must do a tour. You can't go in by yourself because there's several documents you guys actually have to fill out. And we sent all of that to Go to Chernobyl, and they did it all for us. If you guys are planning on flying your drone, however, you guys need to submit your drone information as well. And yeah, they've taken care of all of that for us, so we're now just waiting at the military checkpoint behind us. There's a lot of people here. I'm actually surprised. So we've actually stopped off to drop off all of our luggage at the hotel. More on that a little bit later in the video, but we're about to get back onto the van and head to our first spot.
Red Forest. Why we call it so? The name of the Red Forest is the forest which was around the station and died. Some of these trees died just in one night after explosion.
So the sign behind me there is the Pripyat sign, 1970, and right on the other side of the street is the Red Forest. And the Red Forest got its nickname because days after the explosion, the whole forest turned red. You could see one side was completely red, orange, and the other all green. And just on the other side of the road, right now, 0.74 on the meter. But as soon as you just get so close to the ground here, and just like that, it goes back down. You know, I want to point something out that many other people might not. Look at the roads. They are paved really well and they look very new. And that is because over the years, so many times has this whole area of Chernobyl, Pripyat, the roads, the soil, the earth has just been dug up so many times, especially towards the Red Forest back there, to try and put the radiations lower and lower. So they kept digging up the soil and pushing it down further into the earth so that the radiation stays down. Here is the famous Pripyat sign. And you can see how young the town was. 1970 when it was formed, and in 1986 the accident happened.
We've arrived at yet another checkpoint. There's a few of them around in the Chernobyl. This one specifically is right in front of Pripyat.
I'm thinking if it's contained radioactive. Let's find out.
It's just incredible how peaceful it is here. So quiet, all you hear is the wind. And occasionally the radiation meter sound off. Cannot wait to see what Pripyat looks like. We're about to head in now.
And it was the most popular cafe of the city. Так, и если что хочет, то там вот в ямочке у нас хатспотик.
We've arrived at one of the old cafes that was here in Pripyat, and it's overlooking the beautiful water here. We're actually located right here on the dock. It's incredible to see a moment in time frozen like that. So as we're walking through the only road here through town, we get to see every once in a while some photos from back in the day of what this town actually looked like, and it's crazy to see the difference between what it used to be and what it is now. On my right, on my left, wherever you look, nature has just taken over this land. From the 30+ years that this town has been abandoned, it's just shocking.
Okay, we're ready for lunch.
So we've now arrived at the cafeteria here in Chernobyl. Let's see what the food tastes like. By the way, this cafeteria is very close to the actual Chernobyl power plant.
Ну, поем. So guys, this is the radiation control frame. Girls go that way, men go this way. We're not Muslim, something else. We just have the men's style on this part of the hall, women's over there. How to cross the frames? Stand like this. Put your back to the scans and hands over here. And you will see that first light, and after this second light. Second light means that it's clean. And you can go.
Is it working?
Yeah.
So during this tour, you get to fully experience a Soviet-style cafeteria and the food that was eaten here. Now, the workers from Chernobyl will come here during their lunch breaks. You grab a tray and get a salad, a main dish, which usually consists of potatoes or noodles, along with some bread, soup, and a drink. So we just sat down for our lunch. What do you think? You already tried the soup.
It's nice. There's some meat and sausage. Also, they have sour cream.
Honestly, I think the food's pretty good. It's, I mean, normal food. Nothing different really about it from other Ukrainian food. But yeah, I'm still alive. So after we're all done, we just put it back on that little tray and it gets taken away into the washing room or the kitchen, I guess. I have to say though, from my first impressions of being here in the cafeteria, it's very normal. And the food was decent, for sure. It's bright. And this is what the building looks like from the outside. If you guys drive down to the very left of that road over there is where the Chernobyl power plant is. Hopefully we're going there next. This is honestly just, I'm speechless. We are 200 meters from reactor 4. It's been years that I've wanted to come here, and I'm finally here. And it's crazy, I would have assumed it to be far more radioactive, being that we are only 200 meters away from reactor 4 here in Chernobyl. This morning we checked the radiation levels, Now for here in Ukraine, the reading is about 0.25, about 0.22, which is a normal reading you would experience in just about any city around the world. Here, 200 meters away, and the meter says 0.81 right now, which is about what, 5 to 7 times higher than the average around the cities. Kind of lost for words. It's incredible to see the huge sarcophagus that they have put behind the reactor here. Yeah, I honestly didn't expect this many tourists to come here to Chernobyl, but I'm assuming because of the HBO series, it's gained a lot of popularity here for visitors to come. And I'm actually seeing a lot of Ukrainians here coming as well, which is out of the norm, I believe.
Hello.
А ты подождешь. Сиди. Сиди.
The dogs here are pretty cute, I have to say. But we have arrived at the radar station here. It used to be a military base, not anymore. And it used to be super top secret. So we're gonna get some more information about it pretty soon, once we're allowed to go in. Now, one thing I did want to mention, as we were driving here towards this radar station, you could see the forest on both sides of the road, and it was completely burned. And that was from a year and a half ago, when there was a huge wildfire through Chernobyl, and I'm sure the radiation levels must have risen during that time. But you could see all the charred wood and charred trees along the way here. As we're walking up to the radar station, behind me is the garage where they would hold all the military vehicles, because this was a military base itself. And now it's just completely emptied. Driver's school?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you have a driver license?
Yeah. The driving school, I guess where they would learn how to drive the military vehicles. Gotta be careful not to step on any nails, or you're gonna need a tetanus shot here. So far though, this place has been the least radioactive out of all of Chernobyl, I think. Wow, the meter is reading 0.15 right now, which is less than Kiev, Ukraine. And partially that is because the military had actually cleaned this place thoroughly after the nuclear explosion. And so it's pretty safe to walk through here right now. It is incredible walking up. You know, seeing this thing from videos, all the vlogs people have filmed, but then to come here and see it for yourself is a whole different experience. Now, if you're not familiar with this radar station, basically it was used during the Soviet times for detecting ballistic missiles, and it started building around 1972, and it opened for testing in like 1980, so 6 years before the explosion, but it was never officially opened. This is honestly very eerie and spooky. Even the dogs agree. If you look up on the ceilings, I mean, even behind me, the paint's just chipping off everywhere. Wow. But this was the cooling system for the radar, as well as the computer system as well, to do all the calculations. Jeez. Yeah.
Wow, this is really abandoned.
Holy shit, it's dark. This used to be the room for all the officers that worked here. Now it's just a bunch of rubble. Computer electronics. Everything has been just looted. And the computer pieces have been just taken apart. Wow.
All this floor, it was one huge computer. Computers was relocated, but cooling holes remains. So please watch your steps. And now we're going to control room. Actually, what's remained up from it. Follow me.
Wow. Holy crap. This used to be the computer room, but there's really not too many computers left. Like I said, a lot of Chernobyl has actually been looted off, so there's really not too much left of it. It's just glass and metal that couldn't be taken away. But there is this one computer left, or at least what's left of it.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna try to go up here to get a better view. It's so crazy. It's unimaginable to see this from the view up here. And for the most part, the structure still stands. It's pretty stable. True Soviet engineering at its finest. But as you can hear, there's just a lot of debris on the ground. You gotta be really careful walking around here. What's really scary is, oh shit, oh my god, dude, all these are moving. The roof here is just super wobbly. All these like cement blocks are moving. Anytime you step on the wrong one, it's like you're inside of an Indiana Jones movie and you're stepping on the wrong little square, and it's like boom, booby trap. But from the roof, you get the most incredible view of the radio tower. It's almost a kilometer long, and this whole thing, hallway just spans the entire length of the radar. It is so long. It's almost as if this place was built for a zombie apocalypse, and the radar was a deterrent in a way. We arrived back at the area where the buses and all the vans stop off. So we're taking a 2-day tour, as you guys know, but many people are coming here for 1-day tours, and they arrive here roughly about 9 or 10 a.m. Now, because we are staying here overnight, we get early access, meaning that we arrived here roughly about 8:30, 9 o'clock a.m. in the morning. And as you guys can see behind me, 1 van, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, there's more than 9. There's like 11 here. And there's many more groups in here now. So because I've taken the 2-day tour versus the 1-day tour, it's more expensive, but you get early access to some of the points on your 2nd day. Okay guys, we are back at the 2nd hotel actually where we had breakfast, and well, we're having lunch. Well guys, we've come to the border here at Chernobyl, the 30-kilometer zone, and it's time to say goodbye. We've turned in our radiation sensors, we won't see those again, but just to end it, we did check our radiation meters. Since we had them for 2 days, we collected 0.007 millisieverts. I forgot the name of it, but that's the amount of radiation we collected over 2 days here in Chernobyl, and that is equivalent to 3.5 hours on an airplane. So I'm actually surprised that it wasn't more, to be honest, with all the places that we visited. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of how much radiation you might expect to collect here. However, I hope this video was somewhat informative and helped you get an idea of what it's like to visit Chernobyl for 2 days. The next video you guys are gonna see is going to be the hotel room tour of where we stayed here in Chernobyl overnight, where we slept, how it was. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment down below any questions you guys want to know. If you guys made it to the end, please subscribe, it really helps the channel, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace. Peace.
Peace, 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 peace.